I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. You may have noticed I have not shaved my playoff beard yet.
I was wondering, you had mentioned.
We had discussed the Capitals lost last night, game 4. They're down the series 3-1 right now.
Disappointing.
And I was like, I'm going to shave this playoff beard because it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. I sent you the text about that.
Oh, yeah.
And then I sent it to my wife too. And my wife goes, okay, if you shave it and then they come back and they win it and they go to the Stanley Cup, you're not going to Canada. And I was like, oh, damn you.
Is that what it does?
Damn you.
You have to have a playoff beard to go to Canada?
Well, if they're going to...
Is that how they let you into Canada?
Apparently. And I was like, I was ready to shave the playoff beard because they've got to win they've got to win 3 straight now.
Ugh,
and I'm just
that's tough.
I don't know. I said it from game 2 when I texted you. I said the fix is in.
They're a good team.
Playing.
Carolina's a good team.
They are a good team, but they're like last night when the Capitals had their 4-on-4 power, or so their 4-minute power play.
Right.
They just looked so disjointed, discombobulated. They couldn't get a pass. They couldn't get in the zone. They couldn't it was just like, what are you guys doing? Like, this is the worst looking like you're trying to throw a game I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
Because this should be so second nature to them because they've been doing it all season long for 82 games and then through the first round of the playoffs, and then all of a sudden like, oh, we can't make a pass to get in the zone on a power play.
You think they're in their own head? You think that's it?
I don't know. I think the fix is in.
Well,
I think it's all fixed. All of it.
All fixed.
It's all fixed.
Well, I would have to say the penalty calling's been a little back and forth. Calls
the Capitals,
and things like that.
They called the penalty on Carolina for the Capitals player that sticked his own guy in the mouth.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? I mean, Carolina should be pissed over that.
I would.
It was just like,
exactly.
Yeah, Capitals player, own guy, sticks his teammate, his line mate in the mouth, and then they called Carolina penalty. And it was like, no.
Proximity. Isn't that work when it's proximity and there's an injury?
Yeah, the guy closest to us, I guess we're giving him a penalty. We got to try to help the Caps out. So
is that what it was?
I told you the fix is in. It's going to be Carolina's going to go.
The previous game was pretty good, 4-2, right?
And then I'll be shaving. No, the previous game they got shut out 4-0. Wasn't it 4-0?
Oh, right. It was the one before.
Yeah, it was game 2. They actually came back and won.
Yeah.
So within the next 48 hours, I'm hopefully going to be able to shave because I will keep it through Thursday.
Okay.
Just to see.
You should.
Not holding my breath.
Well, let's see.
Anyway. My son, London, we discussed he got his learner's permit.
Yes, very good.
We went and we drove around the parking lot the one day, and we talked about that last week.
Right.
And we went out this weekend and we did it again. And I'm happy to say that his accelerating and braking has gotten much better just in 1 week.
Good.
Even though he hasn't driven between the 2 times, but it's just the getting comfortable with the van and driving.
Checking speed.
Yeah.
That's
and
good.
we actually did some like parallel parking stuff.
Oh, good.
Where I had him like, okay, good, I'll pull up here. And then this is going to be here and you're going to have to pull in and swing and parallel park. And he did it like, 5 or 6 times, and he finally got it on the last time. I was like, there you go, you got it. And he's like, because he was getting frustrated. I'm like, dude, don't get frustrated. The amount of times you're going to parallel park in your life is like next to never.
Right.
So you just have to be ready for it.
Find another spot.
Yeah, that you can pull in straight or back into.
Yes.
Because he's got that part down.
Right.
So that was fun. And the same van was in the parking lot at the school again. And I'm just like, okay, is this car just been abandoned here and they don't know it? Because it's like not even parked in the spot, right? Whatever. No. But again, I told him, I said, if you hit that one car, you're done.
Right.
Anyway,
so next week you need to bring out the fake deer so that you can get visually what a deer looks like when you're driving.
Tractor Supply Company, get the big fake deer.
Right. With the big target on the side of it.
Yes, exactly. And then tell him, I know you're going to want to hit it, but you don't hit it.
It's there. You need to avoid it.
But you don't hit it, even though it's got a target on it. You don't hit it.
Don't hit it. Exactly.
Yeah, he actually got in a car accident today, or bus accident today, on his way home from school on the bus. He sends me this text, and as a parent, the one text you never want to get is, hey, I've been in an accident. And that's what it says. He goes, hey, I've been in an accident, but everyone's okay. And I'm just like, crap, you're on the school bus.
Yeah,
what the hell happened
driving
on the school bus?
Yeah.
So the school bus is driving down this little 2-lane road, coming back towards our neighborhood area. And an Amazon truck had just made a delivery at a house off this 2-lane road and was backing out and backed out into the school bus as it was passing, like,
driving by.
And it was on the side of the bus that my son was on. He was sitting there and he's looking out the window and he's just like, yeah, that van's not braking. That van's not braking. That van's about to hit us. And boom, the van backs into the school bus. Luckily, all 12 of the kids on the bus were fine. The driver was fine. The driver got out and, swerved apparently some because saw it coming, and, police showed up. The principal of the high school showed up before the cops got there.
Wow.
Because I guess the bus driver radios it in or something like, we just got hit, blah, 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 call for emergency,
right.
Response. And just in case, the principal got there and, checked with everybody and they were okay. And, so my only comment was, I'm really hoping that Amazon, makes it right. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying we've all got Prime accounts. So I'm just saying maybe Amazon should make something right for them hitting my son's school bus.
Free shipping.
I'm just saying. That's all. I'm just asking.
Free delivery.
I hope they have a good, what is it? Act of faith.
Well, who knows?
Good act of faith.
How it goes.
We'll see. Anyway, I'm not holding my breath over that either. But that was interesting that my son got in an accident, an automobile accident today, and he wasn't driving. I was like, all right, cool. Awesome.
And that's what it's like, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's what it's like. Oh my gosh, what's happening with so Dave's reliving my 2024 again, and he's got more stuff at his house that's breaking on a regular basis. What happened this week?
So the washing machine, we were told that the pump was going to be causing filtration issues because it's just the sediment's going to come out
in your laundry washer.
Well, no, just
or is
everything.
This in your dishwasher?
Just anything,
yeah,
right?
But
just
that's only
anywhere.
for the first day or so,
or a day or two, right? It's fine. You let the water run; it all comes out, and it's been coming out. All of a sudden, my washing machine clogged twice now.
Wow!
And I've had to pull it out. You disconnect. Now, the first time it happened, I was like, "What is happening?" It's coming up and saying low flow.
Low flow.
And I'm like, oh, great. So what's clogged?
Dave's got a low flow.
I have a low flow. So
that's a personal problem, I think.
There's meds you can take. But then I'm in the middle of trying to figure this out. And I've already been in the middle of trying to figure other stuff out. Anyway, with all the other stuff that seems to be clogging or needing to be
on your lines.
Don't touch the electrical lines, whatever crap. Mm-hmm. So I'm in the middle of trying to diagnose this problem. And I'm thinking, what would be... they said it was going to clog. So the only place that it could clog is the water intake.
Coming into the house.
Yeah, coming into the washing machine.
Or into the wash, right, out of the, yes.
It's the only thing I can think of. And I was like, okay, well, that's the only flow. I mean, there's two intakes of the water, hot and cold. Hot is pre-filtered because it goes through the hot water heater. So,
so it should
all the filtration is going to be at the bottom of the hot water heater at this point. So then I'm pulled the cold off. The filter looks like I've never done it. That's how bad it was. And I was like, you gotta be kidding. Yeah, it was like black stuff and then it had the sandy kind of stuff, sediment in it. But then it also had I don't know, it almost looked like not even
salt?
Sediment, but like black felt almost. But it broke apart as soon as it hit the water. And I was like,
that's weird.
That is not right. So I pull that thing out, clean it out, no problem. Put it back on, run the cycle, have the whole washing machines out. Anyway, and it worked fine.
Okay.
Ran a whole cycle. No problem. Push it all back. Push it all back. Push it all into place.
Everything's sound effects.
Everything's in place.
That's 2 weeks in a row you use sound effects.
You're going to have to use that again.
Chugga. It's not much different from the one from last week.
It isn't, but I don't have a good repertoire. Yeah. I'll work on that too.
Okay.
I'll take a class. So I went ahead and pushed it all in place and everything's back in going. And we've gone through multiple loads. All of a sudden today,
stopped working again.
Slow flow. And I went,
Slow
what?
flow.
Low flow. Sorry.
Low flow. Dave and his low flow.
And I went, what the actual? So this time I only pull it out a little bit because I know where the problem is. Mm-hmm. And I get the cold water thing off it. And it looked as bad as it was the last time.
So
and
I
went,
it again.
Maybe it's just this filter because the little plug is, it's about the size of a thimble, I guess.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it goes in backwards and it just has multiple holes in it. And the holes are like
so
crazy
the water can
fine.
pass and it takes
the water passes fine. Everything else doesn't.
Yeah.
And it is collecting all the sediment, but it looked like I'd never done it.
Right. And you did it like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Clean it out again. See how it goes this week.
I did. It's clean and it ran through an entire cycle.
Okay.
Fine. And I was like, okay.
Maybe it's still just working its stuff out from the well pump and the,
I gotta,
see if it, because that's been a week, over almost 2 weeks now.
Yeah. Right? 1 week, because the pressure tank would have caused sediment issues too.
Oh, that's true too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you said there's something living in your greenhouse?
So I don't know if we should charge rent or not, but Lisa did get
you never charge your kids rent.
Yeah, so I really can't.
Okay.
So resident in the greenhouse, a bird has now laid eggs in a nest on one of her shelves. Because what happens is when it gets really hot, the top flaps flip open just because of the temperature, and they're regulated based on how hot it is in the greenhouse. So it regulates the temperature in the greenhouse. They open automatically. Yeah, these things are open automatically, and the bird found its way in and said, "This is a nice, safe place.
Yeah, nice and warm in
not
here."
Even closed. It just started building a nest.
It was a nice little spot.
An entire nest on one of the shelves without us really paying attention or noticing. Laid eggs, and now we can't.
You need to put a camera out there.
Yet, so
you
now,
do like the nature cam.
Right. So this afternoon, it's pouring down rain, and we had to leave the door ajar because the thing's closed, and he was freaking out because he couldn't get out. I
was like, how do I get out of here?
I gotta eat.
Oh my God,
I gotta feed my baby.
Well, all the earthworms are out now because of the rain.
It'd be perfect,
so it's like perfect time to go hunting.
Right. So we had to, keep the door ajar so the bird can get out and feed its family.
I hate that in my van when I would get out and the message came up telling me my door is ajar. I'm like, my door is not a jar. My door is a door. It's not a jar.
It's not a jar.
It's not a jar. It's a door. My door is a door. Anyway,
nice.
So
Right.
Yep.
And I know it's disappointing, but I didn't make donut holes this time.
He didn't make the donut holes. Are you kidding me?
I did not get around to it.
Apparently there wasn't time to make the donuts.
Work has
Mr.
been
Dunkin' Donut.
insane lately, and it just seems like it just did not happen.
So he didn't make donut holes, but we do have something for the taste test later.
Thank goodness.
Did
we even put that on the schedule? I don't even think we put that on our schedule.
We did put
anymore.
it on after you were distracted when we got here, so we did have it on the schedule.
Right.
We do have some release dates coming up from the entertainment. This is going to be the shortest episode ever, I think.
You think so?
We might be lucky if we can get half an hour out of this tonight.
I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah, exactly. Hey, everybody. You're lucky you're getting an episode this week because believe me, Dave and I both have had days today.
Close.
Like with my son being in an accident on his bus. And Dave, oh my gosh, so we can't even get into all of it.
11th hour. So close.
Anyway, the new season of Welcome to Wrexham comes out on the 15th of May, which is just in a couple days. So by the time you hear this, it'll actually already be out, and it's on Hulu and FX.
Okay.
If you're not familiar with Welcome to Wrexham, it is the European football soccer team that Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney own.
Oh, okay.
And they co-own it together.
Right.
And it's them bringing this team up into the ranks of European football. And they were basically at a club level.
Right.
And they used to be, they're one of the oldest teams in, I think, Wales or something like that, that's played soccer in this little town of Wrexham. And it's, the show's gained popularity, and it's a little documentary about how, they've advanced and they've moved up, and they're actually now just 2 levels away from getting to the English Premier League, which is the top league, the top pro league. And so they've raised them up several levels with, influx of cash and money and, all this. And they bought the team for $2 million or something like that. And they've apparently lost, I think, almost 15 million still. They're still not making money off of it, but they keep, because they made the commitment to this town and to this team that they were going to
either way
put the cash influx in, but they're still almost 15 million in the hole. They haven't made any money, even though now the town is starting to flourish and there's fans all over the world because they watch the show and it's just connect. So
were they not making money on the show?
I would think that there's got to be some sort of write-off there, because you're doing a documentary about a team that you're losing money on. There's got to be some sort of financially lawyer somewhere that the financial is that's okay, well, we'll just write this off as a loss because we're shooting a documentary.
Right. Exactly.
So you're out 15 million, but you're really doing fine.
Right.
Which I'm sure they are.
Oh, I'm sure,
because they're both both of them very, very successful.
Right.
So Welcome to Wrexham comes out on the 15th of May.
Cool.
I'm very excited, season 4 of that. Next is Pee-wee himself. Have you seen this? It's going to be on HBO Max.
No, I didn't see this one.
It's a documentary about Pee-wee Herman, and he did it after he found out that he had terminal cancer. And he did interviews and stuff because he knew this was it. And so this documentary is coming out about, from Paul Rubens, his life as Pee-wee Herman, and and as an entertainer and everything. And I was always a fan of Pee-wee's Playhouse. I loved it. And so I'm actually I'm ready for this documentary.
Oh, cool.
I'm ready for it.
You're just, you've
ready
been
for
waiting.
the documentary.
Right.
Also, season 4 of The Bear is coming out.
Oh, yeah, you sent me that too. So
I think
good.
that just got announced today or yesterday. So on June 25th, it'll be available on Hulu, and all episodes will be available first day. So none of this waiting for
you could
one
binge
episode.
It day one.
You can binge, from day one. You can binge all the episodes.
That would be a long wait for the next season
with it for the weekend.
So that would be like,
that's what I did last season.
Right.
When season 4 came out, season 3. When season 3 came out, I watched it all in one weekend. And then was like, oh crap! Now I got to wait a year
for the
even
next
though they had, I think they had shot seasons 3 and seasons 4 together at the same time.
They weren't,
so they were all in the camp, but they still waited the full year to release season 4 on their normal schedule, which is fine. And so we'll see what happens with Carmi and the gang.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, I watched 3 seasons.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you watched 3 seasons in like 1 week, right? Because the episodes were only like 30 minutes.
They're not that crazy, exactly. So it was good.
Like
It was quick to get caught up.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm very excited that The Bear is coming.
Cool.
You got to go to the movies.
I did for my birthday. Thank you very much.
Dave's birthday was this past weekend. Happy birthday.
We went on
Thank
Friday,
you all the Facebook people that said
Saturday.
happy birthday.
I do appreciate that. Thank you for everyone who made comments and our Facebook page.
So Dave went out to a movie for his birthday, and I'll shut up.
Okay, I did. Go. We went to the Alamo in Loudon, and it's always a good go. We went early,
Alamo Cinema Draft House.
Super freaking early, right? And we were going to drop by the bank because we had bank stuff to do. And I got caught in the bank, and we were almost late.
Oh, really?
The thing,
just because
something was going on at the bank, and everyone, and it was just
was
like time.
Do people rob banks anymore?
Do they
still? I don't think so. That just seems like such an old school, like a bank robbery, like because you're never going to get away with it nowadays with cameras literally at every intersection, I don't know. That seems weird. Anyway, so you had bank stuff, then you went almost late for the movie.
I have a joke.
Okay.
I heard associated with what you were just talking about. 2 robbers are in a liquor store, and they are robbing the liquor store, and they go, the guy looks over and he goes, isn't this whiskey? And the other guy goes, not as bad as a bank robbery. Not as bad as a bank robbery.
Yeah, a bank wobbly. Is this whiskey?
Is this whiskey? There you go.
Where did we hear that joke? That's been in something.
It was online. I've heard
that joke too, because as soon as you started, I was like, oh, I know where this is going. I know the punchline of this one.
Is this whiskey?
Isn't this whiskey?
Yeah,
I know.
So there it is.
Cool.
No. So okay,
they were being robbed.
We went to go see Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Isn't Thunderbolts because it's been changed. It was changed at the end of the movie.
Okay.
There's a whole thing about that.
Is it like an end cut scene, or is it like right at the way the movie wraps up?
It kind of is the end cut scene. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were there like a premiere or something like that, and then they like rip the name?
No. What it was everything was going down the whole movie, right? You get all the way to the end, and the main
and then the credits roll.
Antagonist woman is the Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Oh, okay.
And in order to kind of get everything tied together, she was wanting them to be the good guys. So she held a press conference and announces that they are the new Avengers.
They're the new Avengers.
Right. Okay. So that's the thing.
So they really are the new Avengers though, right?
Yeah, technically that's what they're advertising it as.
Okay.
And that's what she was saying.
So when you walked up, you still bought tickets for Thunderbolt, not for the new Avengers.
It's Thunderbolts in the thing.
Okay, gotcha.
But it isn't new Avengers until
the end of the movie, until you've actually watched it. Yeah, so if I never watch it, these will never be my new Avengers.
Exactly. They will not be your Avengers.
I won't, because I'm not really a big Marvel person anyway. So I might skip this one, and then they'll always be the Thunderbolts.
The movie was pretty good.
In my heart, they'll always be the Thunderbolts.
It was pretty good. The resolution at the end.
Yeah, you said it was
like,
kind of weak. Was it just like the big action sequence wasn't as extraordinary as like the normal Avengers stuff?
The Avengers, when they all three, we were fighting aliens, and there was an enemy, and there was a battle, and there was fighting.
You mean like the first Avengers movie when like the big
that
worm things came out
all
of the sky?
Guys. Yeah, but you knew that there was a battle. There was an antagonist. There was a protagonist. Everything had their thing. This one was a friend who turned bad, that was just having some feelings problems and
emotionally
and so the whole solution was we'll just make him feel.
Tell me, don't spoil it for
me.
Well, oh no, wait, I'm skipping it. You're right. I'm gonna skip it. Go ahead, spoil the shit out of it. I don't care.
I'm just saying that it didn't have any kind of real resolution because he still didn't He's still part of the group,
right?
Because he's not the villain anymore. Because
he's not Darth Vader. He decided to go back to Anakin.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
Everything
kind of what it is.
Everything's off based on Star Wars.
There you go. But that's a good tie-in, though. It actually worked. And then I was like, okay, and the movie itself was really good. I mean, as far as the character development,
worth seeing
everybody coming out. Yes, I would definitely go see it in the theater because it is kind of one of those things.
Okay,
and it was very good. And it was just, and Lisa didn't agree with me. She thought it was just good all the way through. Because you just have to suspend yourself. She said, you just got to suspend. She thinks I'm thinking about it too much. Yeah, just go in it and just have fun. It's a good movie.
You've got to go in and go with it.
I was kind of until the freaking end. And then,
okay.
So that's my one thing.
Well, see, now maybe I'll watch it and then they'll have to be my Avengers.
There was that one thing. Well, just don't watch the end.
Oh, there you go.
Just stop it.
I'll just stop.
Yeah, you'll know.
Because it'll
be
on Disney Plus by July, 4th of July or something.
More than likely, right? They got to get the extra money.
Exactly.
And pull
it up that quick.
Right.
Cool.
So that was good. And I had a little bit of news.
Okay.
Did you hear that? I know you're going to be disappointed with this one. The Cannes Film Festival.
The Cannes Film Festival.
Cannes. Is it Cannes?
Yes.
It's French. It's not.
Yes.
It's because it's French.
It's in France.
The Cannes Film Festival. They're adding a new stipulation to their red carpet.
What's that? They have to wear pants?
No nudity.
No nudity.
No nudity.
In France, no nudity.
None.
Man.
No, pulling
French.
it back. Yeah, so.
Getting real conservative over there.
That's, that'd be disappointing. Won't be watching any red carpets, I guess.
I don't think I've ever watched
I don't think I have
Film Festival.
Really?
Is it even televised? I don't even know if that's televised on
The only
anything.
thing you would ever see is when they would have it on like TMZ, when they would show a specific thing or whatever. You never really see it.
Or TMC.
I have the numbers from last week, too. Thunderbolts stayed at number 1 at 32 mil.
Okay.
They are hitting.
And didn't it do 75 its first week?
Yes, it did.
So that was actually not a bad drop.
No, not at all.
That's actually impressive.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, but they're grossing at 128 domestic. I didn't get to see the international.
Okay.
But I did get.
We don't live internationally.
Sinners number 2 again, 22 mil,
which I've heard is really good.
You did because you kind of don't know what it's about, but okay.
I still have no idea what it's about because I haven't watched the trailer yet. But I've heard it's really good.
It is the one about the brothers.
Okay, good.
Okay. Minecraft at 76 mil, still doing gangbusters. Broke the 400
million,
and also 909 million worldwide.
909, and you still haven't seen it.
I have not.
And the whole reason you didn't go see it with us because you were going to go see it with your wife.
I know, and then we went to go see Thunderbolts.
Saw it, and then you went and saw Thunderbolts,
right? Because so we were slated to go see it.
So you could have gone to see Minecraft with
but we lost the well pump and it was that weekend.
Right.
We were like,
that was just the mayhem of all that.
It's a lot of money going out the door and throwing money at it. Going to see we were able to scrape together, get together.
I hear you.
The Accountant 2, 6.7.
Was that at 5?
That's 4.
That's 4. Okay.
Yeah, and then the number 5 was the Clown in a Cornfield at 3.6. So, Clown in a Cornfield, that was its opening weekend, 3.6. So.
Gotcha.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So another entertainment news is we missed this one.
Okay.
The Muppets had their 70th anniversary on May 9th.
I did not know that.
Totally missed it. Right?
The Muppets
I
70th
did.
Anniversary.
The celebration.
Jim
I
Henson.
missed that one. It was
Muppets.
Right.
Wow.
So in that vein, I wanted to celebrate by giving you a 2 real 1 fake. Can you guess the fake Muppet?
Ooh, this one might be tough for me because I'm not. I love the Muppets. I grew up on the Muppets, but I don't always know all of their names.
And it's tough because there were some. Yeah. I was looking at them. I had pictures and names, so I cheated a little.
Oh, that sucks.
I had the pictures with the name.
I could probably be like, oh yeah,
you probably could. If I could hold up a picture, and then do you know this one? But the names would befuddle you because the names are.
They're already strange names for some anyway.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay, let's go. What do you got?
Okay, so here we go.
2
first
real,
set.
1 fake.
Right, first one. New Zealand.
Okay.
Mark Wallpaper.
Okay.
Uncle Deadly.
Ooh, I'm going to go Mark Wallpaper.
That is the fake one.
Yes.
Good one.
Yes.
New Zealand is the boomerang fish guy.
Yes, I think I knew that
you did?
for some reason. I did
not know his name, but that's who that was.
Yeah.
And the Uncle Deadly guy was the one that kind of looks like a demon, and he's very proper, and he's gray. I never knew his name was that.
I didn't know his name really either, but I know which one you're talking about.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, next one.
Number 1. Oh, this is the next one. Link Hogthrob.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Julius Strangepork.
Okay.
And Chop Suey.
I'm going to go the first one.
Link Heartthrob?
Yeah.
A Hogthrob?
Yeah.
That's a real one.
Oh, Oh, then is the second one?
Chop Suey is the fake one.
I thought Chop Suey was one of the pigs in space.
Okay, the other two are the pigs in space, guys.
So they are from that, but not Chop Suey.
Hogthrob is he talks like this and he's really rubber. And then the other one,
great impersonation.
Strange Pork. Hey, thank you. Yeah. Strange Pork is the one who looks like the one from Lost in Space, the doctor.
Yeah,
with the glasses.
Yep,
That's that guy. Okay, cool. Okay, next one. Beauregard.
Mm-hmm.
Betty Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd Pepper.
I know Floyd Pepper is real because he's in the Mayhem. He's in the band. He's the sax player. So what was the first and second one again?
Beauregard.
Betty
Ross.
I'm going to go Betty Ross is the fake one.
Betty Ross is the fake one.
Yes,
Beauregard is the janitor.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
yes, I did know that.
So he's okay.
You liked my Floyd one though, right?
I did. That was a good grab. I didn't think you'd.
Yeah, okay.
Because I didn't. Okay. And so that means the other ones you're going to get a couple of the other ones too.
No
okay. Guarantees. So next one, Hannibal Foghorn.
Okay.
Dr. Phil Van Neuter.
Okay.
Abby Cadabby.
Man, that's a tough one. I'm for some reason being drawn towards. No, I thought Abby Cadabby. I thought she was in the Mayhem also. Maybe. Wait, what are 1 and 2 again?
Hannibal Foghorn, and Dr. Phil Van Neuter.
I'm going to go with Dr. Phil Van Neuter.
That's a real one.
Oh,
he's the one who looks like the human doctor.
Yeah.
And Hannibal Foghorn is the fake one.
The first one. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Abby Cadabby is a fairy on Sesame Street.
Oh, you're right. That's where I can see her now.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Right. Okay. D. Okay. Sal Manila. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the next one. Sal Manila.
Mm-hmm.
Zoot.
Mm-hmm.
Smokin' Schmo Flazer.
That one.
That one's a fake one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fake.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sal Manila is the monkey who's paired with the guy who talks like he's in the mob.
Well, I had to start getting into Muppet name mode, and I remembered how they used to always make funny names off of things like that. So that's why I was like, okay.
Oh, Sal Manila.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to come up with a disease one, but it was not working for me.
Gotcha.
I'm sure they come up with these and just are very good. And I didn't want to do any of the real ones because I know you
probably get,
You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
That was it?
That was all I got.
All right, cool.
I mean, some of them were really off kilter too.
Awesome.
So yeah, but
very cool.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, so I did find last week you brought in the Star Crunches. Or was that 2 weeks ago?
That was last week. Yeah, because the week before was donuts.
Dave made the fake Star Crunches,
which I did.
And he said, I can't find them in any of the stores. I went to Harris Teeter and I went to Giant. I'm like, dude, you're going to the hoity-toity stores. You got to go to the Mart. You got to go to the Walmart or Dollar General to find Star Crunches or what?
Or the Sheets.
Oh, the Sheets has got a good selection. Don't knock on the Sheets.
No, but I mean, they would have it. Like I don't know why I couldn't find. Really?
Anyway, so I got a box from my Walmart. And I actually just added it to my grocery order and had it delivered. So here's your Little Debbie Star Crunch.
To try to see about how close I am. Oh my God, why is it? It feels small. Like this just seems small to me.
And it's not nearly as sticky or chewy or any of that stuff.
Is it? Because you've had one? Have you tried one?
The box was open.
The box was open.
The kids saw them and the kids were just like, we need one of those now. Because they had already tried your other ones like the day before.
Oh yeah.
Or 2 days before that. And they liked them. But it was just like they ate there's the same way. I mean, I just kind of like peeled the paper away slowly as I ate it, so it didn't get all over my hands.
Right. Oh,
but yeah, and then they actually had the last couple tonight. Those were still in the fridge, and
so this seems like it has a caramel center.
Yes,
and everything's wrapped around it.
And it's wrapped with a marshmallowy Rice Krispie chocolate.
Yeah, I would say
with a caramel layer in the center that stays intact. It's not like it's all mixed.
It's not all mixed in. I would think. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
And how do they get it perfectly centered? Mine or circular. Mine were like puddles when I was putting it together, and I was like, okay, well, I guess this is going to work out. I mean, some of them did set up okay, but then some of them were just puddles.
How are you with the marshmallowy part of this?
It's a little overpowering, right? I mean, it does seem like
had you had these before and liked them?
Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah, these used to be in my lunch on a regular basis.
And you don't like marshmallow?
That's not true.
I thought you didn't like marshmallow.
I made Rice Krispie treats the other day too, and I love Rice Krispie treats. So
who the hell are you?
I don't
even know
why
who
did
you
you
are
think? Marshmallow, dude, it's really just
when
coconut.
we did the snowballs, it was the coconut on marshmallow.
Okay, the consistency on that's a lot different. It tasted fake, like it tasted rubbery. This doesn't taste rubbery, does it?
No, not at all. It's quite yummy.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to finish mine, but we need to keep talking because we're recording the podcast.
Yes, we are. I just got my mouth full.
I know.
Yeah, so no problem.
Well, that's good because News of the Weird's coming up next.
Yes, and I got to talk with a mouthful of marshmallow. Thank you very much for that.
Marshmallow Mouth. Marshmallow Mouth. Mm-hmm. Dave's got a big fat marshmallow mouth.
Okay, I'm going to just rattle a couple of these off. Mm-hmm. Millions of coins spilled onto a Texas highway this week after a tractor trailer hauling $800,000 in dimes rolled over in an accident.
Holy crap.
The spillage led to a closure of the portion of the southbound lanes on US 287 in Alvord for about half a day as workers got on their hands and knees to pick up the coins, in addition to using brooms, shovels, and large industrial vacuums.
And how much did they lose at the end of it? Besides the cost of the truck.
It didn't say.
Oh, wow.
But
how much they recouped
it did take a while for them to put them back into those little paper rolls.
Oh, my God. That probably took days to do that.
$800,000 in dimes is 80 million dimes?
Something. I can't even math that.
10%. I think it's 8 million dimes.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's still a lot of
Who's mathing? Who's got the calculator?
Let's assign that to Matt in California.
Perfect.
He'll get the mathing stuff. Okay. Well, I'll have to message Matt to see if he's okay accepting the position of being our mather.
Perfect. Yeah, that'll be good. Yes, please. Yes. Podcast method.
Which, by the way, when we did our NHL playoff bracket challenge thing, in the first round, Matt from California picked everything right.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he got both East and Western Conference right. I was only off by one game, and he got all of them right, and it was like, awesome. Way to go. Way to go, Matt.
Wow.
That's awesome. Okay, back to News of the Weird.
Right. Vacation spot for the podcast. Mm-hmm. On February 10th in Inazawa, Japan, more than 7,000 men wearing only loincloths participate in a Kanomiya Naked Festival at the Shinto Shrine.
Wow.
I'm really pronouncing all that wrong.
We're going to go on a road trip for that.
The event, which is held it's been held for more than 1,200 years.
Oh, wow.
On the 13th day of the first lunar month, features a god man who is thought to carry away misfortune if you touch him. This year's god man was 26-year-old Ryoto Kato, who threw himself into the crowd as the men chant and fought to touch him.
Oh, my God.
About an hour later, he emerges from the crowd.
I'm not gay, but
and enters the shrine.
Just saying,
that's a lot of...
That's a lot of male touching. But sure. Okay.
And if that's not good enough, we can go to this.
Oh, there's another one.
As part of the annual Italian Market Festival in Philadelphia, one contest involves competitors climbing a greased pole to claim bags of meat and cheese tied to the top.
That totally sounds like a Philadelphia thing.
This year, however, the dangling detachables... Wow, to say that. The dangling detachables.
Dangling participle?
Yeah, pretty much. Were left hanging, and nearly a month later, they're still there. Festival organizers are trying to arrange for a crane to gather the leftovers.
That is too funny.
No one could get up the pole and get the
pole to get the stuff. They couldn't get up the pole.
Let's just leave it there.
The birds will eat it.
Right.
Get the birds.
Don't make the pole so that it can come down. How'd you get it up there in the first place? Did you put it up there and then put the oil on there, everything?
Right. I don't understand. That doesn't make sense.
Why wouldn't you just have a pole that slides down? Did we learn anything from Captain America?
It is Philadelphia. Sorry, I had to say it. Sorry, Philadelphia. Sorry. I think that's why we don't have listeners in Philadelphia.
That's probably true. Who knows?
Yeah. Did you have another one?
I can do another one if you want another one.
Yeah, one
you
more.
got it. Here we go. A German soccer match on February 23rd was abruptly canceled after an unexpected incident on the field. As the referee was checking players' IDs while they warmed up, the child of one player came closer and closer to me, then suddenly, to my complete surprise, gave me a sharp bite on my left testicle, said referee Stefan Kahler.
Wow.
I did not start the game.
Balls.
Yeah, I did not start the game because of the pain I was in and the situation. It was the child of one of the FC Taxi players who was to blame. FC Taxi 2 and Rotweiss Mulheim 3rd. Geez, these names.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Those are the team names.
What are you even saying?
We'll have their match rescheduled for later in the season.
Okay, gotcha. That's the name of the team. I'm like, you went into a language I'm just not even understanding right now. The Rotweiss Mulheim 3
and the FC Taxi 2.
Well, I got the Taxi 2 part. It was the
Rotweiss Mulheim. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, what celebrations should I be looking forward to this week?
Oh my gosh, yes. So for the week of May 20th to the 26th, Well, for the weekend of 23rd to the 25th, it's Old Time Player Piano Weekend. The whole weekend.
I think it's ragtime.
Right.
The player piano.
Is that right? Yeah, with the paper and the notes. Yeah. May 20th, it's World Meteorology Day, Blue Jean Day, and World Bee Day. So get out and kiss a bee.
Oh, bee, like as in a buzz.
As a buzz, not the letter B.
I have plenty of bees in my yard. I'll have no problems seeing or celebrating with them.
That's perfect. Yes. May 21st, End of the World or Rapture Party Day.
Okay.
And to go along with that, World Chardonnay Day.
Oh, well, yeah.
Right?
If you're going out,
gotta drink.
might as well you go out drunk.
Drink it.
Right?
Yeah, right. May 22nd is World Goth Day.
Okay.
Always after a rapture.
Dude, nice.
You gotta go goth.
Absolutely. Put my Cure record on. And
perfect. Well, you're already pretty in that
what
mode.
What day again is that? May what?
That's the 22nd.
May 22nd. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
May 23rd, World Turtle Day.
Turtles.
Also, World Taffy Day.
Oh,
and National Polka Day.
Polka.
Hey, where now? Get you going.
Polka.
May 24th, National Learn to Swim Day, and World Schizophrenia Awareness Day.
Well, if you're schizophrenic, can you learn how to swim?
Well, it's the 24th is the weekend of Memorial Day weekend. So Saturday is that day. So that's probably why it's all tied into that.
Maybe, yep.
May 25th is Cookie Monster's birthday.
Oh, and Memorial Day.
And Memorial Day.
Oh, wow. Cookie Monster.
Actually, no, that's the Sunday.
Is it the
25th is the Sunday.
Oh, 26th is the Monday this year. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so the 25th is the Cookie Monster's birthday. And Remember Your Towel Day, which is part of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy Remembrance. And International Plastic Free Day. Good luck with that.
Plastic free. Okay.
Yeah, go plastic free one day.
For one day.
One whole day. And good luck with that because plastic's everywhere. May 26th, which is your Memorial Day.
That's Memorial Day.
Yes. Hamburger Day.
Oh, of course.
And National Paper Airplane Day.
Really? Yes. I think I kind of knew that but I didn't remember it clearly.
Paper Airplane Day.
So I guess I didn't know it.
You knew hamburgers because that's always do.
Yeah, hamburgers always Memorial Day.
Right? I mean, that's kind of a thing.
Nice.
Yep. There we go. There's your celebrations for the week.
News of the weird and celebrations.
But we need some music.
I'm going to have to write some songs. Yeah, I'm going to have to sit down and just pound out some little jingles.
That's probably year 3.
Yeah. Year 3, season 3.
Season
3 we'll get into
all
jingles.
The music.
We're going to start off season 3 with a jingle.
With just jingles.
Brand new jingle.
New jingles.
Just for you.
All across the board.
It'll be right after the holidays too. So
we'll have solidified all these bits. So
of course by then. So
right.
We're still working on them.
Yeah, they're all working.
Still working on.
Works in progress.
Anyway, back to NHL playoffs. We opened the show with that and my hockey beard, but the Capitals are sucking right now, and they're probably going to get eliminated on Thursday night.
You think?
And I think
mine. So. If with the teams that are losing now, if they keep losing, my bracket's shot to hell. So.
Well, I picked Dallas and the Capitals to go all the way. To play each other. So Dallas is playing against Winnipeg right now, and I think they're up 2-1 in the series. Or the series is tied 2-2.
Yeah. So I'm screwed if Winnipeg wins. Or
see,
loses.
I want Dallas to go all the way.
If Winnipeg loses, I'm shot.
I do. And then Edmonton is beating up on whoever they're playing, the Vegas Golden Knights. I couldn't remember who it was because I'm like, they're just beating them up.
They are doing pretty good.
Great. Okay, Connor McDavid's going to make it to the championship again. Right. Blah, blah, blah. Connor McDavid.
Right. Yep. And then the opposite side is Carolina and Caps. And
Carolina Caps and Toronto and Florida, which that series is tied up at 2 right now.
I need Toronto. I
need Florida to go.
We're
always fighting. We're always fighting. Them fighting words.
Kind of crazy. So when you played hockey, and you played hockey in high school,
like
right?
Sunday night.
Well, no. Just this Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good because this is where I get into this. They went over the different routines that these players have.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, and these are things that you do every time you put the skates on? Or is it just like, it's something I do?
Well, I know people that do like their eating ritual throughout starting the day through all the way up to game time. From like almost the time they wake up, they know it's game time. And actually, Matt in California knows who I'm talking about.
Oh, so. Yeah. Even in a beer league, right?
In a beer league.
Like, okay. You kind of...
Well, I mean, I always double check my bag before I go to the rink because I never want to be that guy that forgot a piece of my gear or something. Yeah. So I check that. But then when It's always the stretching routine beforehand.
Really?
I've done the same stretching for my back and my legs and
well, that's good.
And all that stuff in the same exact rotation. Right, and I know that I need, like 10 minutes to do all the stretches and do all the stuff.
Older.
And oh yeah, believe me, I came home on Sunday night after playing and I did an ice plunge and I had stretched beforehand and I still was like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. I'm like, this hurts. I need to stop doing this again. I'm trying. So you have to, at our rink, our league, you have to play 5 games in the regular season to be playoff eligible.
Okay.
So this season I've started to try playing again, and I played 3 games now. So I'm just going to get to those other 2. So I'm like, all right, I'm playoff eligible, so I can play in the playoffs.
That's awesome.
If we get to that point.
Well, the Vegas defenseman Noah Hannafin, he takes a cold plunge.
Oh, does
That's his routine.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
Yes, I do cold plunge now, definitely after every game.
Yeah. Patrick Waugh, he talks to his goalposts.
Yep,
right before he gets in there.
I knew that.
Brendan Shanahan listens to Madonna.
Okay.
Of all things.
Shani, and he runs Toronto now, right? He's
really?
the GM in Toronto.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good.
He runs Toronto.
On the menu for Minnesota Wild's goalie Philip Gustafson.
Okay.
13 meatballs in lingonberry sauce and mashed potatoes with gravy.
Gotcha. And Ovi for home games, Ovi always goes to the same place and gets the chicken parm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then when he flies out,
on a lot of the lists there.
When he flies out, he does the Subway and Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So that's what he does as one of his rituals.
Right. And the Dallas forward, Matt Duchene, they really went into his routine, his tried and true routine. He blocks out a 2-hour window for a nap. He eats the identical meal, pasta and salmon, and spends time reviewing notes he's done in his journal on the team.
Cool.
And that was just a few of the ones. I'm sure some of them are like
there's like
over
a
the
lot
top,
of players.
But
yes, adult league guys definitely have it too.
I didn't have anything specific.
Oh my God,
that I did.
And then of course the PGP. You know what that is?
No.
The pregame poo.
Is that?
Yeah, there's definitely guys that you see come in, they put their bags down and they go into the restroom and they, got to get the PGP.
I would have probably done that before I got to the
I would have
rink.
probably done it at home too. I don't know if I would have waited till I got to the rink, but there's some people that do it.
Yeah.
So it just happens.
Yeah, it's
got to get your
questionable
PGP
to know.
in.
Well, I would have to say that is a thing.
It is actually a thing.
I definitely do go to the bathroom
and
before.
I think, so getting back to the pros though real quickly. So, and this might just be the Matt in California episode because I'm going to ask him about this one.
Okay.
I think Sidney Crosby, he has to have like peanut M&Ms or something like that before the game.
The green ones.
Or no, that's not. That was Ozzy. One time he told me he wouldn't go on. Let's just say at the end of the night, Ozzy played great. And what was the other line? something like that. That guy from Wayne's World.
Yes. Pretty good.
Like 3 people are like, oh, that's the guy. I know that. Everybody else is like, what is he talking about?
What the hell? I know what he's talking about.
Maybe we should wrap up on that point then.
I would have to say.
Okay, cool. Well, then I will see you next week.
Yes.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Marshmallow Mouth. Marshmallow Mouth. Dave's got a big fat marshmallow mouth. Pern and Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, Pern and Dave and Dove Soap.
Because you won't buy soap named Pigeon.
And the good people at
Taco Bell.
57 menu items, only 6 ingredients. Bong. Till next time.